test. Okay, I have my notes. I'm finally ready to talk about one of my favorite franchises, Final Destination, because you cannot escape death, nor fate, nor the end of life. And isn't that the most beautiful part of life? Is that it ends? I literally have notes right now. Look at this shit. Okay, wait. Ooh. Ah! First of all, solid requel. Honestly, I kind of knew because of the requel from the Scream franchise and just all of the other requels that they were gonna do like a little twist. And you know, I've seen a lot of movies and I know the formula. I just get it, and I saw it coming. And but okay, what I really liked about this franchise was that I cared about the characters. I cared again. I cared. And they weren't characters that I usually would care about in a movie, because they did such a good job with establishing the characters and their relationships. And this is like, race doesn't even matter anymore, and hello, can we please reflect that in reality? Hello? In the government? Excuse me? Anyway, that's my little tangent. Like, there was just Asians, and there was like gender, like because the brother was wearing nail polish, gender expression, like it's just so good. And the scene where the brother and sister, Julie? No, that's the white girl. Steph and Jake? Was it Jake? I don't know. Steph and his brother, or her brother. Steph and her brother. Their dynamic was in the car was so realistic that it reminded me of what my relationship with my brother is and how our dynamic was. So I was really happy with the representation that I got. So it really filled my heart with some horror Asian soul. Okay, this is my third watch, and my first watch, the reason why I love the original trilogy of Final Destination was because of the 1, editing, 2, storylines, and 3, CGI. I get it, because the MRI thing, like the MRI death, that was, first of all, that's super impossible. Trust me, I have gone to so many hospitals globally, and most of their MRIs are pretty fucking regulated. So I don't know what this special MRI machine was, but it definitely, who am I fucking talking about? Like, what am I fucking talking about? It's literally a fucking horror movie. It's fiction. It's they added an additional element to the elements, which I like. I've always thought of Destiny as the elements: earth, wind, fire, water, because that's that's everything that controls us in when we are in a non mobile state, I guess. I just really appreciated the homages to specifically to the first and second one, because it was heavily referencing, well, first of all, they said, is it Kimberly Crenshaw who survived? Who was literally the only survivor, confirmed only survivor, from the second movie. So that means her sheriff or cop partner? I don't, whatever. I'm assuming she's gonna come back for the sequel or the next, whatever you want to call it, installment. There you go, installment. Next movie, if you will, if they decide to make one. Which they could, because the title alone, Bloodlines, I found out that the original Final Fantasy, from shout out to you, Real Rejects, specifically Greg, Alba, for making it aware to me that the original Final Destination was supposed to be like an episode of like the Twilight Zone or something, like that, wherein it was just supposed to be an episode, but then it just turned into this beautiful franchise. My favorite, well, one of my favorite franchises, right after, I think it was like fourth, Aliens #1, obviously. I noticed a lot of crooked shots, but which I don't remember what that's called. Let me refer to Google right now. Hold on. There's like some, it's like a Dutch angle. There you go, Dutch angle. The Dutch angle. Yes. A shot where the camera is tilted at an angle on its roll axis, just meaning it's parallel or vertical or just, you know, slanted, or just anything that seems disorienting, which it had a lot of. And it had the Jaws, the zoom from Jaws, Hitchcock shot, the dolly zoom. Yes, the dolly zoom, also known as the vertigo shot or the Zolly shot, which I don't know how to explain it. I'll just show an image here. But it's such a classic. Like it paid so many homages to so many horror movies. The fact that Tony Todd had full creative control of his performance, his lines, his just everything in this one literally less than 10-minute scene. And it just really, that was the perfect exit of, unfortunately, the real life death of horror icon, Candyman himself, Tony Todd. And this movie, like, I cried during this recent watch, because first of all, I watched it with the horror bandwagon, and second, it just really solidified how gone he is. Like, this just makes me want to go through all of his filmography and just see all of his interviews and all of that stuff. So, and another observation, what is it with flatlining? It was in Fear Street Part 1, and then Smile 2 had it, which this was the original plot of Flatliners with Keith Sutherland, and then they made the remake with Elliot Page. So what is the truth? Yeah, my only cons were really just, I don't even want to say it's a con, because I get it. I get that it's hard to do. Well, I say that, but then there's literally The Ugly Stepsister, which I just also watched, and it had just amazing like practical effects. And just knowing that a lower budgeted movie can fulfill that without that kind of budget, and then I mean, I don't want to compare it, but you can't help but compare it. But just like the budget for Final Destination, what is it, Bloodlines 6? It, like, they could have more practical, please. More practical. But overall, I gave it a 4 out of 5 on Letterboxd. Yeah. Shout out to Anna Lore too. I remember you from YouTube adjacent. I want to put you in the category of what's his name? Rahul Kohli. And Alana Parker. Parker? Oh, and maybe Emma Chamberlain. Just like all of the, like the successful, not the Mr. Beast, no, not the Logan or Jake. No. We don't talk about those people on here. Okay. And with that, please like, subscribe, and let me know down in the comments below, how did you think about Bloodlines? Because listen, I know the formulas, but I was still pleasantly surprised. And the deaths were great. I have a lot of MRIs, which I know for a fact that how they work, and that's not how they work. It is heavily monitored. I almost said monitorized because YouTube loves to demonetize me. But yeah, I'll see you soon. Bye.